Hey, what's up? You see Joachim here once again. This is my second video today. Right after I uploaded a video that I just put together on 1970s full-length punk records. I watched a great video by Clifford, the Vinyl Cheapskate, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description for his channel. I hope you already subscribe his channel because it's great. It keeps up with the times, he knows what's going on, so go check his channel, subscribe it, and you will be up to date. So I thought it was a pretty cool idea. His videos pretty much he challenges to do a video highlighting labels, newer or recently newer labels that are putting out a lot of good punk and hardcore records. There's not much preparation for this video. I literally watched the video, thought, okay, I can do this Friday night. I'm having a couple of beers, smoking a cigarette. I'm sorry, Dr. October, I'm sorry. Ryan Kid, I'll be jumping in a no smoking wagon pretty soon. Proud of you guys. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna show 10 records. That's the idea of the video, to show 10 records from 10 labels that I've been doing as a favor to all of us that like punk rock. So, first label has been around for quite a while, from Virginia, Beach Impediment Records. They put out a lot of, stuff. I think Gas Rack, Concealed Blade, probably the most well known, but I do have this Condor album. This is the singles 2017, 2018, so pretty much has everything that Condor, which it is a French punk hardcore with oi field band put out together. Yeah, within the last, I'll say 7 years, there has been like a humongous number of French Parisian bands with that punk hardcore oi vibe. Most of them is the same members in all the bands. Condor is one of those first ones, which is pretty good. Beach Impediment, great label. They keep on delivering. They're based on Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. Next one up, a label that everybody knows. There's no need for introduction. From UK, La Vida as Unmuse. They now also keep releasing a lot of cool new bands, but also they do amazing reissues. I decided to go with this one from them. Spanish band, Una Bestia Bestiale. Or, let me see. Una Bestia Incontrolable. Man, my Spanish is rough. But anyways, this is a great band. This is my favorite. They have quite a few records out there. They have a lot of material. This is my favorite record by them. This is punk hardcore. It has a little doomy vibe to it. The sound is not clean in your face. It has some depth, some atmosphere to it. It's a fantastic record. Check it out. And it's a cheap record. I pulled this one out just to show you how great La Vida as Unmuse is. This is one of my favorite reissues. I don't know, I got this when this came out. I'm pretty bad with keeping track of time. But they did this reissue of Crisis, all their singles. Check this out. Amazing packaging. Cool stuff. La Vida as Unmuse, it's money in the bank for sure. Great label. Next one up, another UK label, Drunken Sailor. Drunken Sailor, they have a lot of popular bands in their catalog. The Stools, Dark Thoughts were in their catalog. one of my favorite LA bands from the last 15 years, Generación Suicida. It's probably one of those bands that one of these days I'm gonna rate all their records from best to worst or to best to not as great, because I really love those guys. So their label has a lot of cool stuff, but they put out one of my favorite records of the year or the last year and a half. So that came out. Gaffer, I don't know. Dead End Beat. This is Australian punk, post-punk. I know there's a lot of going on, you know, there's a revival of post-punk, or there's a lot of new bands embracing that sound, like the Rose of Victory sound, and, you know, they're doing a great job even today. John from Bebop Doom, Boom, he showed Homefront, Game of Power, which is fantastic record. It's like, that record is fantastic. So this is not in that vein. It's a little arch. She has a more punk edge to it, more hardcore. So this will be hardcore post-punk, not just punk post-punk. I don't know if it makes any sense, but it's, you know, faster. There's no synthesizers, nothing. It's just like all about that post-punk melody, tangled together with a fast-paced punk hardcore. Great album. Definitely one of my favorites from this year. Next one up, a label that it seems like they slowed down, but for the last 10 years, if there was two labels, and the next label will be a label that I will show that put out the best reissues, hands down. My favorite was this one, which I bought every single thing they did put out. That's how much I like them. Just the quality of the sound is absolutely flawless. The packaging is flawless. Every single record comes with a full comprehensive booklet of the band. Is properly done. It was cheap at the time. I don't know how much it is these days. So the name of the label is Vomito Punk Rock Records from Spain. It seems like they slowed down, but you know, they put out like that UK 82 and a lot of that obscure UK 82, like Criminal Damage, you know, Breakout, Intensified Chaos, all that more obscure stuff. All those bands that they pretty much only put out demos, and they had a couple tracks in some well-known comps. They package everything together, and they did an amazing job. So I'm gonna show this. White Pigs, you know, classic Connecticut hardcore band. This has everything that they put together prior to them embracing crossover and to transition to a more metal sound. Fantastic label. Check them out. Anything you buy from them is money in the bank. It's quality. So, talking about labels that carry on, do great reissues, great packaging, everything, I could not pass on to mention Radio Reim. So I'm going to show Acid Attack, Suburbia's Dream, which was reissued within the last 3, maybe 4 years by multiple labels. I've seen, you know, the original cover, just a black cover. So, but Radio Reim, they were the first ones putting out this together, reissuing this record, which is a fantastic, you know, UK 82 again, with an narco-punk feel to it. Acid Attack, great. Everything by Radio Reim is great. I know Vinyl Richie, you know, agrees with that. You know, he loves his label. I'm pretty sure as much as I do. Everything is great. The reissue of The Abused, for instance, is like just the booklet itself. It's something that you could buy alone and pay maybe $20 for it. They're fantastic. Porno Cassettes, they have that single there too, which is fantastic. Next one up, Total Punk, great label. So Total Punk, man, they put a lot of upcoming Australian good stuff, such as Illinois Job, which has some great records. Others, they're, you know, they might be great, but they're not punk records, kind of experimental, new wave-ish, you know. Anyways, but they put out Illinois Job, TV Repairman, which is probably one of the best garage revival records from the last 10 years. Rick and the Pigs, also Total Punk, but I'm gonna highlight New Buck Biloxi, Cellular Automaton. I love this record, man. I saw them live. Such a character, such a cool guy. This is like punk, no thrills. I don't give a shit. I'm here to have my party. It's like a one-man party band. Fantastic. So if you're familiar with Buck Biloxi and the Fucks, which is pretty lo-fi, this is like polished, well-produced, fabulous record. Check them out. Total Punk. Keep on delivering. They keep delivering. So I'm going to highlight, and again, there was not much thought into this. It was just like what came to my mind because I just watched Clifford's video. So this record came out on Ugly Pop, you know, pretty well-known band. They tend to be forgotten, but probably they're the best North American label when it comes to reissuing, you know, more obscure punk. If I'm not mistaken, they were the first ones reissuing Middle Class, first ones reissuing Blitz. You know, they do a great job, but also they have, you know, they always support new bands, and this is a cool record. Nothing to blow your mind away, but this is a Plastic Heads, Nowhere to Run, you know, members of Brutal Nights and Career Suicide, you know, deviating more to that classic punk rock sound, and staying away from that classic hardcore sound. Great record. So Sub Pop, Ugly Pop, still relevant label to these days. You know, keep them on your radar. Great label. Next one up, it's a label from Germany, Static Age. They reissue a lot of stuff. They were known for reissues. They did a lot of reissues. Actually, they did a lot of compilations. They, like Vomito Punk Rock Records, they put together a lot of reissues of bands that only had one single, but they were able to get a hold of those demo tapes, those masters, and they do a great job. So, but also they, you know, they release bands such as Problems from Portland, which is, you know, they've been around for a decade or so. It's a great band, a great hardcore band. And Static Age was the band that gave Problems a chance. So that tells you how relevant their label is for the current punk scene. But I'm going to show this record, which is a compilation of Swiss punk band Bellevue. So Bellevue is like female fronted, sometimes female male duo, really early Swiss punk. Sometimes there's a narco punk feel to it, sometimes there's a new wave-ish feel, kind of all over the place, but it's great. I definitely recommend you to check them out. So Static Age was the first label, maybe the only label, that took the time to compile this great record. Packaging is great as well. Comes with, you know, nice flyer inside, pretty good. Next one up, Mendeco Discac from the Basque Country, Spain, which Clifford mentioned. So he mentioned Mess and Castillo. I'm going to show Castillo from LA. I bought this when this came out, and apparently these things cost a lot of money these days. I think it has been reissued. It's a great record. When this came out, I was like, wow, I was surprised. And then within a couple of weeks, I ended up seeing the band. And I was even surprised, like, oh man, these, you know, they're pretty young guys. I was surprised how they were able to come up with a US Oi album with that, you know, definitely influenced by Rose of Victory, you know, the Blitz era, the new wave, post-punkish new wave era. Fantastic mini LP or EP, 12-inch, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so Mendoka Discog, so many bands, especially from Europe. There's a shit ton of good European bands they put out. They're all good. Mass from Mexico, as Clifford mentioned, great band. It's on them. I don't know if Castillo, they just released an album. I don't think he's on them, but I'm still debating if I'm gonna buy this album because I don't think it's as good as this. I think they're deviating somehow. But anyways, doesn't matter. And last but not least, Social Napalm, a Boston distro. They did reshoot Proletariat. They've been around since the 90s, but they're still present in the scene. And I had to mention them because they released one of my favorite albums from the last 2 years or 3 years. Absolutely banger. Savage Heads, Service to Your Country. This is just fantastic. This is I know I had a friend one time here and I said, oh, man, check this out, man. They can have this discharge feel. And I was like, it really doesn't sound like discharge. Anyways, I hear the discharge into this. They have like that, discharge, that early UK hardcore, like, not ripcord, not heresy, but they have like that discharge, English Dogs feel to it, mixed with that essence of that Boston hardcore, and this is so damn good. Check it out. Savage Heads, great record. And that's it. And you guys go check it out. The links I'm going to leave in description. Guys, take care. Cheers.